Hello everyone, my name is Himangi and I'm student at Clinosol Research Private Limited, and today we are going to talk about risk-based monitoring. What is risk-based monitoring? RBM is the process of ensuring the quality of clinical trial by identifying, assessing, monitoring and mitigating the risks that could affect the quality or safety of a study. Basically, RBM is the process of ensuring the quality of clinical trial that risks could affect the quality or safety of a study. RBM is a clean approach to clinical trial monitoring driven by the current ICH E6R2 guideline for good clinical practice. The purpose of risk-based monitoring is to help clinical research organizations predict and manage the risks at an early stage. There are three main components of RBM, that is a people, process and tools. First one is a people, right mix of people to help plan the right approach. Process, clear process to execute steps defined in monitoring and data management plan. Tools, effective tools gives optimized performance and bring the focus to key risks and takeaways. Food and Drug Administration outline 3 steps in risk-based monitoring, that is identify critical data and process, perform a risk assessment, and third one is a develop a monitoring plan. First one, identify critical data and process. To accurately monitor the quality of a study and the safety of its participant, the sponsor must know which elements are most important for each particular study, from informed consent to eligibility screening and tracking of adverse events. Second one, perform a risk assessment. A risk assessment involves determining specific source of risks and the effect of study errors on those risks. Third one, develop a monitoring plan. According to FDA guidance, a monitoring plan should describe the monitoring methods, responsibilities, and requirements of the trial. The plan is responsible for communicating risks and monitoring procedure to everyone involved in monitoring the trial. Next topic, the process of monitoring. There are 4 processes of monitoring. First one is a data collection and submission. Second, dashboard monitoring. Third, statistical analysis. Fourth one, targeted on-site investigation. As we discussed before, the FDA has provided some detailed guidance on how to prepare a monitoring plan. But once the plan is in place, it's sponsor's responsibility to execute the plan. First process, data collection and submission. A centralized approach requires a steady and reliable flow of data from each study site to the central monitoring system. This may occur through an automated connection between the data entry system and the central dashboard. Second one, dashboard monitoring. The function of the dashboard is to provide glance information about the status of each study site relative to the specific risk factor in your trial. When a site shows a high risk level, your monitoring plan should help you decide further investigation, whether further investigation is appropriate, from depth statistical analysis to on-site data verification. Third one, statistical analysis. In addition to monitoring your risk dashboard, it can also be useful to perform supplementary statistical analysis to help identify problems. Simple histogram and box plots can be extremely useful for spotting outliers between sites or countries for various risk indicators. More advanced techniques like clustering can also help identify problematic sites or even fraud. Fourth one, targeted on-site investigation. Dashboard monitoring and further analysis will sometimes signal strongly that a person investigation is needed at a particular site. In these cases, it may be appropriate to visit and perform a more traditional source data verification activity. The key is that once a centralized system in place, on-site investigation should be the exception, not the norm. Why risk-based monitoring is better? One primary feature of RBM is its use of centralized monitoring techniques as opposed to on-site monitoring based on 100% source data verification. The centralized monitoring promises a number of benefits. First one, better analysis. All the data flowing into a central risk dashboard, statistical and graphical checks can much more easily be used to determine. Second one, fewer errors. On-site monitoring method like manual effort are limited in scope and prone to error, then centralized monitoring uses more automated reviews to determine the need for manual intervention and is more likely to uncover errors. Third one, lower cost. With centralized monitoring, activities like on-site audits can be limited to study sites where problems are more likely occurring, which can dramatically reduce the cost of monitoring. Fourth one, cross-site comparison. Centralized monitoring also allows you to compare data between sites to assess performance, identify potentially fraudulent data, or locate faulty or miscalibrated equipment. Fifth one, more timely result. A dashboard also makes it possible to identify and resolve issue while the trial is ongoing. Why should the traditional approach to monitoring be changed? Because traditional monitoring is a term used to describe monitoring based only on a source data verification. However, it's known that this way of monitoring might require unnecessary resource that could be better spent elsewhere. For this reason, the Food and Drug Administration has proposed a new method of monitoring known as a risk-based monitoring. So here are some reasons for change is: first, regulatory expectations; second, new technologies; third, efficient resource allocation; fourth, risk assessment and mitigation; fifth, focus on data quality; sixth, reduction in low value work; seventh, adapting to complex protocol. Why is risk-based monitoring on the rise? The cost and complexity of clinical trials have grown dramatically in recent years. Up to a third of studies' cost can now be attributed to the traditional on-site review of trial data. This approach, heavily reliant on exhaustive source data verification, has proven to be not only resource intensive but limited in its ability to identify and prevent issues. Because efficient monitoring is critical to protecting the well-being of trial participants and maintaining the integrity of final results, it is now generally accepted that the process for clinical trial monitoring needs to change. A more centralized risk-based approach is now the preferred method for monitoring clinical trials, according to several regulatory agencies, including the FDA. Coming up to conclusion, risk-based monitoring was able to detect critical data and process error as well as on-site monitoring with 100% source data verification. The risk management team must be focused in the tasks for benefit of both customer and the organization.